Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of FTB Inventions. Thank you so much for the love and support on the last one. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you. Really helpful, really beneficial. Love you all. That's all I can basically say. I still haven't gotten Fortune 3. I should work to get it, but we need a lot of levels and stuff like that, and emeralds for the enchanter to kind of pull that off. And I don't know about you, but do you see any emeralds here? Because I certainly do not. One other thing of note is there's no fast leaf decay or anything like that on these trees. But if you take an axe, and it doesn't matter the axe, as far as I'm aware, we do have like a tree capitator. So you can see that this is taking a little while, but boom, tree is instantly gone. How sweet is that? So same thing here. Of course, the more wood you have, the longer it's going to take to chop down. There we go. A little bit of a leg spike there. Nothing too crazy. But again, we are still in testing this pack. It is not available to the public or anything like that yet. But it will be once it's ready to go. So that's a quick way to get some rubber or any other type of, sapling, wood, etc. that you're looking for. Like I said, this pack's not supposed to be overly difficult. It's supposed to be a little bit more on the fun side, and that's exactly what we are going to do with it. So we ended off last episode, and I was working to create ourselves a beautiful, beautiful device called the compressor from IC2. This guy basically will allow us to compress down specific items to get the items that we need for the centrifuge. The industrial centrifuge, that is, right here. Make sure you're cautious of the EU inputs and stuff like that. Max EU input is 32. So be cautious about that, just saying. But one of the things that we need is we need this advanced alloy and carbon plates. And these both require the compressor to get done. So we do need to get that going. These are pretty straightforward. Good. And these as well, just mixed of plates. All right. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. We need to get some of this stuff arranged, though. So we do need those three. We're going to need 3 of these. Actually, do we need 2 of these? We do. Okay. So we actually need a little bit more bronze and a little bit more iron. That was 7. Okay, we'll put that guy away. I'm going to get this stuff started to hammer out as well. While we go, we're going to need 6 tin. Awesome. I counted that one. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. And another piece of tin. We'll get these guys done up in the alloy smelting here. 1 of you and 1 of you. Go. Give me more bronze, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. There's our 6 of that and our 6 of that. Awesome. Okay, and so those will become into plates, which will become into mixed metal ingots, which will function appropriately for us to get the advanced machines that we're going to require. There's our basic machine. That guy can go in there. And I believe the compressor is pretty straightforward in that it just requires a little bit of stone. So 6 stone, I think, is all that we need. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's right. We'll just get this. It's fine. Come on. Hurry up, please. I already got a double layer capacitor in there. Still not going fast enough. Come on now. There we go. 6 stone. Good. And those go in like so. Yeah, compressor. Awesome. Okay. Good. Did I have another tin? Didn't I have another tin cable? Yeah, I do. Right there. Okay. We can put a little bit of rubber on that. That way we can transmit the power to this thing, just like so. We're just going to run it along the bottom here. Pretty straightforward, right? Awesome. Okay, good. So those are done. We'll get the bronze started up. Eventually we'll get to overclocking and all that kind of stuff, but all in due time. So we're going to need a couple more of those basic machines, 3 of them to be exact. We're going to need 3 electronic circuits as well. So this guy's a little intensive. We need to get lots of iron plates going, especially. You know what? Maybe we'll just use the hammer. right? We got to use up that hammer somehow anyways, so we might as well use it up, right? So we're going to need 3 worth in basic machine casing. So that's 24 right there. Boom. Done. Okay. Good. Let's get those going. That's 3 basic machine casings. 2 of them will go in here, and 1 of them will go right here for the extractor unit. We're also going to need 3 electronic circuits. So let's get those into plates. Good. And we'll place that guy in here with our 6 redstone. 6. And we're going to need the copper cables to go with it. Is this enough? What is it? 18? 18 of these, right? Okay. Boom. 18 of those around the outside. That's going to give us our 3 circuits. 2 of those circuits are going to remain there for our advanced circuits. This guy's going to go right there. And then I believe we're going to need a little bit of wood as well. So we'll get that. We'll get that compressing up. We will start positioning these accordingly. Let's get some wood. We need some tree taps. Pretty straightforward item. Nothing too crazy there. I got all the jungle wood basically from around spawn, which was very useful. Am I out of crafting tables? I think I am. Okay. Good and good. So there's 4 of the tree taps. Excellent. We can put those 2 back now. Our extractor is now done. So this guy will be like this, extractor. Get. Awesome. So that is beautiful. We have all of those basically full. Let's get our tin plates. Yeah. They're still fixing on that, the tablet and all that jazz. Okay. That's good. We need some lapis, some glowstone, and some redstone. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a decent amount. I think, what is it? I think that's enough. It's fine. Okay. Boom. Boom. And boom. Gives us the 2 advanced circuits that we need. Those will go like that. We can get that done. The extractor is going to go in the middle. And then on the outsides, we need the advanced machine casings, which require the steel as well. But this also requires steel plates. So we'll put down these 4 steel plates like that. We need to get 8 more going. I think that's right. We'll just hammer those. We can't hammer them. Okay. We will hammer them this way. Hammer. Go. Interesting. Okay, so you can't use the manual hammer. Good to know. There's our mixed metal ingots. Let's get those going in the compressor as well. And what else do we need? We also need the carbon plates. Yes, we do. Okay, so that's going to be basically just some coal dust or coal powder. And we're going to need 8 per. So we're going to need 16 of those. Good. Let's do this and this. Put those away. That should be more than enough because, of course, there is the chance to double. I'm just going to actually disable these inputs and outputs because they're getting a little bit on my nerves, to be honest. So we'll leave that going. This guy's going. This guy's going. Awesome. We're progressing. Our geothermal generator is just doing terrific. No complaints there at all. I'm going to chop this guy down. Let me get the last few things that we need here, and we will get started on the centrifuge. And there's a witch by my base. There's a witch by my base. There's a witch by my base. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Yeah, we got it. We're fine. We're fine. No big deal. We're good. No issues. All right. So let's get going. Oh, we got a health potion too. Oh, that's swell. As well as some glowstone dust. I am okay with all those things. All right, so we have that. We have our advanced alloy. We should have... Oh, yeah, we got more than enough of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. We can keep the rest because we'll need it. Oh, we need way more than that. We need way more than that. What am I on? We needed 32 of this. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. Math, please. All right, so we'll get this going. We'll get that, you know, pulverized up and all that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy there. Furnace only. Let's make that into rubber as well. I'm sure we'll need it pretty darn soon. We have the 8 refined plates. We have the 4 advanced alloys. So this is going to give us enough for 1 right here. And 16. Awesome. There's 2 more. We'll get these guys started to process up into the carbon mesh that we require. And that's all we need, right? Is this last little bit. I think that's correct. So those will go like that. There's our 1 advanced machine casing. Good. And as soon as these are done, this will give us our second one, which will then give us our industrial centrifuge from Tech Reborn. How sweet. We just powered through that, didn't we? 2 episodes, boom, done. I feel, you know, the last video's name was called Quick Start. I feel like we've kind of accomplished that, haven't we? A little bit of a fast start, and I hope you guys appreciate all of that. All right. We do need to get a little bit more of the tin cabling. Pretty easy again. We can just extrude it, which gives us more, which is wonderful. And there it is, our industrial centrifuge. Oh my. I don't know if I'm actually prepared for this, but we will survive. So this is a 32 EU per tick cable, which, as you can see, the max input is 32 EU per tick. So we do not want to exceed a tin cable. Usually insulated is the way to go for this block, or else it'll probably explode. Just, there's your warning, it'll probably explode. All right, so that is gaining power. We drained a decent amount out of there. That's perfect. Now, there's certain things that we can centrifuge. There's quite a few things. There's 65 different recipes that you can input in here and centrifuge different things out of, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. Like this recipe, for example, the magma cream into blaze powder and slime ball, that's ingenious. Some of this stuff just makes sense. You can break other things down to make other things. Now, our main goal right now is a quarry. I want a quarry badly, because what is a quarry going to give us? A quarry is going to give us beautiful things called resources for free, basically. So I definitely want to get a quarry up and running pretty much as soon as possible. So I don't believe I'll be able to do it today, because it's pretty expensive. So let's take a look at the quarry here together and see what we need. So all of this is pretty straightforward. I actually have the diamonds that we need. 3 plus 8, right? So we're good to go there. We have the diamonds, we have the gold, we have the iron, all that kind of stuff. The advanced circuit, we've already made how many of those, so we're good there. But the problem with the diamond drill is, well, steel, this part's easy. We got that. The titanium ingot. This is the one that's a little bit harder to get. So what we do need is well, first of all, we're going to need like a blast furnace or an arc furnace. Okay, an arc furnace might be the way to go from immersive engineering. Blast furnace from this is not that easy to make. And then we need titanium dust. Right? There's no other way around this. So we need titanium dust, which is tiny piles of titanium dust. That's the only way to get it. So small, tiny piles of titanium dust is done in an industrial grinder. Okay. And it is grinding up bauxite ore. All right. So we need an industrial grinder. Okay. Industrial grinder recipe is a little crazy. Holy cow. All right. We need a lot more things. Which means we also need a lot more steel. Tungsten. Tungsten. How do we get tungsten? Ruh-roh. Do we have to find this? Uh-oh. We got a problem here. We got a problem. Okay. I gotta find a way. There has to be a way. Tungsten dust. Centrifuge module. Not sure what that does. Tiny piles of tungsten. Small piles of tungsten. Okay, what is this? How do we get this? Industrial centrifuge of endstone dust. Or lava cells. Okay. Lava cells seem a lot easier to me, don't they? Yeah, I think so. So we can get them with some lava cells. But we do require 30,000 EU needed. And it's going to take 300 seconds. Okay. Now, there was another recipe as well. It was this guy here, the tiny piles. And that's done through the thermal centrifuge or the ore washing. Okay. Not really going to be an option for us there. The tungsten ore itself, I believe we can only get in the end. Now, I'm not going to be the one rushing to the end at this point in time. That seems a little cheaty. So, let's get that some other way. So, that's the tungsten bit. We could go that route. That gives us 2. That's going to be steel with some tungsten plates. Or we can get the diamond bit. Oh, that's way easier. We just need diamonds. That gives us 4. Steel and 4 diamonds? Oh, that's way easier. Okay. Never mind. Ignore all of that. Because we can make the IC2 one just by pulverizing... No sag mill? Okay. By macerator or pulverizing up a diamond. So that's way easier. We might have to go farm a couple diamonds, but I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, so industrial grinder. So that's those. Those are going to take some time. The pump is pretty straightforward. Good. These mining things are good. Okay. And the industrial electrolyzer, extractor and an electrolyzer and a magnetizer. Okay, this is an expensive, more expensive recipe as well. But it can be done. Okay. All right, we have a lot to build. We have a lot to build to get this industrial grinder. And we also need to get the arc furnace, right? Immersive engineering book is what? Let's get our hammer out. I'm trying to remember how to make the book. It's been a while. Just saying. So that with a book and a lever. A book and a lever. All right. Do we have a book? Can we make a book? We can make a book. Okay, that's good. And I believe we have the sticks and a piece of cobble right there. So that will give us the lever. Good. We can make the book like so. And that'll give us the immersive engineering book. We can open that guy and figure that out. So we need to make the arc furnace. Where is multi-block constructions? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. No, we're not there. Not there. Okay, I gotta find it. Let's see. Engineer's workbench, metal barrel. Metal constructions. Riveting. Nope, that's not what we need. What do we need again? I gotta find it. So I take it back. I forgot how expensive the arc furnace actually is. It is not cheap at all in the immersive engineering stuff. It's good. It's awesome. And I'd like to build it. I've never built it before, but that's a little extreme. So, but luckily we don't need that because we're going to go that diamond route, right? So we're good to go there. So let's get back to our industrial grinder. I just kind of wanted to look that up anyways. So let's go with the straightforward stuff that we can go with. The advanced machine casing, we can get pretty straightforward here. Let's get some of our coal and whatnot together. That's 7. That's 8. Is that? No, we need 16, right? So let's get a few more. Hopefully that'll be enough. Hopefully that'll be enough. Good. We'll get those going. I'm going to get all of the mixed metal plates and whatnot going as well. 1, 2, 3. 1. Come here. Hey, I clicked on you. Come here. Okay, we'll go this like this, and boom, boom. That'll give us the bronze. We also need 1, 2, 3 tin, and we'll get these guys rolling up as well. You know, maybe rushing this isn't the smartest plan, but really, we're off by 1. Is this real life right now? Real life. We couldn't even get 1 extra double? Come on now. All right, that's fine. So that'll give us those. Yeah, so I'm going to... I think I'm going to take a cut here. And we're going to work on getting some of this stuff together. Some of it's pretty straightforward. Some of it's a little bit harder. The pump and all of that is pretty straightforward. The advanced machine casing is the one that I'm working on right now. I want to calculate out how many I actually need. So this is 1, that's 2, this is 3, 4, and 5. So we need 5 total basic machine frames. So 5 basic machine frames times 8. 5 times 8 is what? 40? Something like that? 48? I don't know. Something along those lines. So it's a decent amount of iron. You're talking basically a stack. All right. Let me get the things. All the things. We'll put them together, and we'll see what we come up with. Alright, so I want to bring you back in for a quick little update here. We have the extractor. I'm making the electrolyzer. These are all great blocks, by the way. You should probably look to use them as well. And there's our magnetizer as well. So that's going to work towards our industrial electrolyzer. We do need the advanced circuits and some plates as well. Do we? I think we have pretty much all of this except for the plates, right? Did we make more iron? Refined iron? No, I don't believe I did. I think I forgot to make more refined iron. Okay. That's not too bad, though. We have 12 there, so let's get 6 iron. Okay, or 7. That's fine. It's fine. No big deal. All right, there we go. We'll throw those in there. We'll get a little bit more iron made up. It's probably still, or steel, my apologies. Steel made up. Still not going to be enough. We do need a few more iron plates and whatnot as well. But, you know, we can deal with that as we go. We're really progressing along quite nicely. This is a pretty big build, all things considered, especially for our current, you know, level and stature and all that kind of stuff. We do also need this pump, so that means I need another basic machine. I do have an electronic circuit, so we're good there. 4 empty cells. Oh, how many did we have? We have 2. Okay. So we need 4 of those, which is, what again? Tin plate extruding. All right. We can handle that. Let's use up our hammer again here. So let's do 2 of you. I think there's only 2 uses left of this. We really don't need to use 2, but I want to get rid of the hammer. Simple as that. Okay, good. We'll take out these. We'll set this to extruding. We'll get those made up. It looks like our refined iron is done. We need to change that into plates. So we'll just wait for that. One more tick through here. Oh, man. This pack. You know, it's so weird playing a pack without expert mode when you've played one for so long. And you really are kind of lost. As weird as it sounds, you get lost in it because you kind of forget things. You forget some of the basic things. Okay, so that's that, like that. We need a tree tap and a couple of mining pipes, which are 6 more iron plates and another tree tap. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and actually, yeah, we'll do 6 more. It's fine. I don't know how exact our calculations are at this point in time, but we're somewhat close. Okay, we'll get those guys started up. There's our steel, so that makes this done. Industrial electrolyzer, very nice. I don't really want to place that down because I want to keep it because we're going to be using it. There's our recipe starting up there. Good. We're getting low on copper. We only have 14 copper left. Not a good number at all of copper, but, you know, it's one of those things. So we got that. We need 5 wood. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's going to mess us all up, isn't it? Yes, indeed. We got to get 8. Never fails. All right. We'll tree tap it. Good. Like so. With the plates. Like so. Is going to give us the mining pipe. Those guys are going to go in place, and that's going to give us the pump that we need for the other corner. Now, we've done a lot of the basics already for this system, which is great. Darko's stood around. Rip. It's fine. So we have the main kind of machines. We need 3 advanced circuits. Again, not a big issue at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, oh, the copper. We're a little bit short. Okay. That's fine. We need the electronic circuits. Oh, no. Never mind. We're good. We had just enough. All right. Beautiful. And now we need this. So let's just go like this, and like this. Make this easy on ourselves a little bit. Boom. 3. Excellent. We'll put that all back. Beautiful. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. So all we have left is the diamond grinding heads themselves. So we're going to need 4 diamonds. Good. And we're going to need to pulverize those up. And I just remembered we do not have a pulverizer. So I need to get a pulverizer for that system. We'll put away some of this stuff just for right now. That can go in there. Extra cells, extra of that. This will kind of be our little bit of a junk chest, as bad as that sounds. Get a little junk chest going of just random things that you can, you know, pull from. Other than that, we definitely need always more rubber. Industrial craft, very heavy on the rubber. Just saying. Dark Ghosto, we need to go deeper into the nether, I believe. Oh, man. Getting into uncharted territories. Incoming rip. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Good. So we just need these diamond things, which should be pretty easy to make, but we need a pulverizer. This guy here, or a macerator. I think a pulverizer is just better overall. It's going to serve us longer than the macerator will at this point in time. But that is copper intensive. That is going to be 8 copper. Well, I'm definitely going to have to do some mining. That's for sure. All right, we're going to need 1 of you, 2 of you. Good. And what else do we need? We need a tin gear. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like a piston and a couple pieces of flint. Let's get some flint. We should have it right here. Good. Couple of that, and we're going to need to get a piston. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, go. Awesome. Piston, check. Copper gear, check. Tin gear, check. 4 more of you, and some glass for 4. Check. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. This guy, boom, and pulverizer. That was so quick. I love it. I loved every second of that. That was amazingly fast. Expert mode, please. All right. We don't have that here. All right, so that'll give us some power. Get us powered up. And now we can put in our 4 diamonds, like so, and get those going and pulverize down. We're also going to need a little bit more... Or no, you know what? We do have enough steel to get this part done. So we'll put these in place. We'll wait for the diamond, which should basically be done. Excellent timing, if I do say so myself. Good, and this should give us our diamond heads. 4 diamond grinding heads from Tech Reborn. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. The industrial grinder has been gotten. Again, a maximum input of 32. So we do want to be cautious with those maximum inputs on these machines. We don't want to run into any problems of explodingness. But there we go. Missing multi-block. Oh my. I forgot about that. This thing requires a multi-block, doesn't it? Oh my. I completely forgot. The industrial grinder requires a multi-block from Tech Reborn. Oh man. I've done goofed up. And you guys are probably all facepalming right now. A Kryllyk derp indeed. Alright, so that guy, I believe it's a multi-block, as we know. It's going to require, I think it's 18 of these standard machine casings. We do get 4 per. So what is that? That's 3, that's 4, that's 5 of these recipes. That's still a decent amount. That's 10 electronic circuits. That's a pretty decent amount. And we're going to need, I think, 8 reinforced machine casings. Now, again, I don't know if this is exactly correct. I think this is an old thing. So I'm going to double check with ModMoose, the mod author, to make sure that this is still right. Now, we do get 4 of these, so it's 2 of these recipes. So it's not too bad. But we are well past wrapping up point. We're already over the 30-minute mark, for example. So thank you guys so much for watching, including my derps. I love you all so much. We're progressing. We're progressing along. One other thing of note is this tetrahedrite ore is kind of cool. All right. We can pulverize this up. Sadly, you can't use it in a sag mill. You can use it in a pulverizer. You can use it in calcination and a crusher, but not, and of course, in the grinder, which gives you some cool things. But, of course, it doesn't work in a sag mill. So you do need it like that. And then we can put that into the centrifuge. And what that's going to do is it's going to take some time. As you can see, it's going pretty slowly. Return to sender. Booyah. Very nice. So it is cool in that regard. All right, how many do we have? We have 6. Let's get that guy going. And this is going to do some work. Now, this dust, when centrifuged, will give us some copper, some antimony, some sulfur dust, and some iron dust. So you kind of get some resources from it. Otherwise, there's not really too much of a use for this dust. So, as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. The tiny piles, I believe, can just go back into dust. So there's no other use for this ore. So this ore, when you get it, throw it in your centrifuge once you have your centrifuge up and running, and get the items from it. There's a few other items that are just very much more useful to throw through. Galena is worthless, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much worthless. Galena dust, I don't think it does anything at all. Not really. You can make it into lead and silver. It's not that big of a deal. Bauxite ore, let's just double check that. So it looks like pulverizer, etc. We're saving this for the tiny piles of titanium dust in the industrial grinder, which is what we are trying to accomplish. So thank you so much. Well over. Bye-bye for now. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a good day.